I'm here with Steve Nuttall, co-owner of Wayward Wines in Chapel Allerton. Hi Steve, you alright?
I'm good, thank you, yeah.
So we're just talking about this very bijou bar that you've got here at the minute. What was it about this building, first of all, that sort of attracted you to it?
Probably the size, really, because it's, as you can see, it's very small. So we were having a bit of an experiment, really, with what we were trying to do with the wine side of things, and we thought, better to start small, see how it goes, build it from there. And also a lot of the places that sort of inspired us with the place, like sort of bodegas in Spain and little cave de vins in Paris and France. They're all very small, so people are kind of squeezing in to sort of check out the wine and have a drink. So it's kind of like, part of it was necessity, part of it was aesthetic. So yeah.
Is that what you were trying to do from the start, then, sort of bring something different to the area and maybe open people's eyes a little bit to what it could be?
Yeah, I guess so, because the selection of wine that we're offering to people, there will be some things that I think people recognise, but there'll be a lot of things that people won't, depending on the knowledge and where they've travelled, what the tastes are. So I guess the idea was, rather than people coming in and, in the way that you maybe go to the supermarket, you can go to the aisle and pick a country, find exactly the specific thing that you want, and it's en masse. This would be a bit more, we might not have the exact thing that you're looking for, but we can maybe offer something a little bit different, put you on something you've not tried before, Like, for example, lots of people come in asking for New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, which we don't keep, but we maybe offer somebody to try a Gruner Veltliner from Austria or something like that. And then, yeah, the idea is that you can taste some stuff, so we've got the little bar with a drinking licence, because with all these sort of interesting wines, it would be a shame if you were just taking my word for it. So we can taste some things together. So that was the idea.
What is the actual capacity of this place, and how many people are you allowed in here?
Not including staff, 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very bijou then, isn't it?
Very much so, yeah.
Do you think that you could possibly then be the smallest licensed venue in Leeds? Is that a possibility?
It's possible, yeah. If there's a smaller place, I'm not sure. But it's interesting because, when we opened, we kind of thought we would primarily be a shop with a little sort of tasting bar. We weren't really approaching it from the angle of like trying to be the smallest bar. It was just more, this is the space we've got, so let's use it. But yeah, I think it is funny because on the weekend when we do get really busy, you can kind of see people walking past, and it must look interesting because we've got a hairdresser on either side, and then just like 10 people just crammed into a little room drinking wine.
What sort of things do you put on here then? What events and
well, every day, you can buy wine to go, you can buy wine and drink it in, you can have some little snacks, some charcuterie, olives, cheese, just little nibbles and stuff. And then we'll kind of run roughly fortnightly tasting events which we kind of like host ourselves. So we'll just pick a theme. We sell 10 tickets, funnily enough, and then people can come down and do a tasting. And then also we're kind of very lucky that like lots of the importers that we're working with will kind of be happy to come up and we'll do a tasting maybe where we show the wines of a specific importer. Or we've had already, which I'm quite pleased with, I think we've had like 4 different winemakers here as well. Some German winemakers, some French winemakers.
It must create quite a nice atmosphere with a bit of music on and stuff like that.
Yeah, we've got some music on, and then when the chat's, like going and people are sort of like starting to speak a bit louder and getting into the wine, and yeah, it's a nice little atmosphere, and like I say, it does remind me a lot of the places that we were inspired by, so that makes me feel kind of happy about it.
And last but not least, what's your most popular wine? What do people come in for?
Okay, well I think I could actually point it out to you, because I've just got it in. Here it is, you saw it first. Eric Texier, Chateau Fou. So this is a Côte d'Aron, but instead of a big blend of grapes, it just uses one red grape for an ash and then a white grape.